within the city, wilt thou also destroy and not spare the place for the 50 righteous that are therein? Far be it from thee to do after this manner, to slay the righteous with the wicked, and the righteous should be as the wicked. Far be it from thee, shall not the judge of all the earth do right? And the Lord said, if I find in Sodom 50 just men within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sakes. And Abraham answered and said, behold, now I have taken upon me to speak to the Lord, who am but dust and ashes. Perhaps there shall lack 5 of the 50 righteous. Wilt thou destroy all the city for lack of 5? And he said, if I find there 45, I will not destroy it. And he spoke to him yet again, and said, perhaps there shall be 40 found there. And he said, I will not do it for the 40's sake. And he said to him, oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak, perhaps there shall 30 be found there. And he said, I will not do it if I find 50 there. And he said, behold, I will have taken upon me to speak to the Lord, perhaps there shall be 20 found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for the 20's sake. And he said, oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will not speak yet but this once, perhaps 10 shall be found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for the sake of 10. And the Lord went his way, and as soon as he had left speaking to Abraham, and Abraham returned to his place, and there came 2 angels to Sodom at evening, and Lot sat in the gates of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and bowed himself with his face to the ground, and said, behold, now my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and you may rise up early and go your ways. And they said, no, but we will abide in the street all night. And they pressed upon them greatly, and they turned into him, and entered into his house, and he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. But before they lay down, the men of the city, the men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. And they called to Lot, and said to him, where are the men who came into thee this night? Bring them out to us, that we may know them. And Lot went out at the door to them, and shut the door after him, and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Behold, now I have 2 daughters who have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do to them as is good in your eyes. Only to these men do nothing, seeing that they have come under the shadow of my roof. And they said, stand back. And they said again, this one fellow came to sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them. And they strongly urged the man Lot, and came near to break the door. But the men put out their hand and pulled Lot into the house of them, to shut the door. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. And the men said to Lot, hast thou here any besides son-in-law, and thy sons, and thy daughters, and whatever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place, for we will destroy this place, because the cry of them has grown great before the face of the Lord, and the Lord has sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spoke to his sons-in-law, who married his daughters, and said, up, get you out of this place, for the Lord will destroy the city. But he seemed to do his sons-in-law as one digested. And when the morning arose, when the angels hastened Lot, saying, arise, take thy wife, and my 2 daughters, who are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. And while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hands, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hand of his 2 daughters, and the Lord being merciful to him. They brought him out and set him outside the city. And it came to pass, when they had brought them outside the house, he said, escape for thy life, look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the flame. Escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. And Lot said to them, oh, not so, my lord. Behold, now thy servant has found favor in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast shown to me, and saving my life. I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some evil take me, and I die. Behold, now this city is near to thee, flee to, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape there. Is it not a little one? And my soul shall live. And he said to him, see, I have accepted thee concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow this city for which thou hast spoken. Haste thee, escape there, for I cannot do anything till thou be come there. Therefore the name of the city was called Zoar. The sun was risen upon the earth, and Lot entered into Zoar. And the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Amorah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of the heaven. And they overthrew those cities, and all the plain, and all the inhabitants of the cities, that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. And Abraham went early in the morning to the place where he had stood before the Lord, and he looked toward Sodom and Amorah, and toward all the land of the plain. Beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up like the smoke of the furnace. And it came to pass when God destroyed the cities of the plain, that God remembered Abraham, and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities in which Lot dwelt. And Lot went up out of Zoar and dwelt in the mountain, and his 2 daughters with him, for he feared to dwell in Zoar, and dwelt in a cave. He and his 2 daughters, and the first one said to the younger, Our father is old, there is not a man in the earth to him, and to us after the manner of all the earth. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve the seed of our father. And they made their father drink wine that night, and the firstborn went in and lay with her father. And he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. And it came to pass on the morrow, the first one said to the younger, Behold, I lay last night with my father, and let us make him drink wine this night also. Go thou in and lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father. And they made their father drink wine that night also. And the younger arose and lay with him, and perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. Thus were both the daughters of Lot and the child by their father, the firstborn of a son, and called his name Moab.